So this is a bit of an in-depth look at what goes on in our workshops on an average day. There's a whole mix of machines that are being restored here, and we've got a lot of skill sets under one roof. And I wanted to take you through some of the things that we're working on, some of the projects. Also, we're called the Games Room Company, which means that we restore, service and supply all machines related to games rooms. So it could be jukeboxes, video games, pinball tables, and this is really where all the intelligence, all the technical ability is housed in our fully equipped workshop. It's supported by a fully stocked store as well. And we've got some superb people who work here. It's been a collection of some of the best trades in my mind. I mean, I've been in the game for 27 years now, I think. So I've had a long time to get to know a lot of these interesting characters and try and bring everybody together so we can restore and supply some of the most interesting games on the market. So, coming over to the pinball tables, at the moment the projects we've got on are two of the most collectible pinball tables of all time, which are the Medieval Madness, a really hard table to source. I looked a lot for this game. I actually found it in the States, and we're doing that for a client locally, and a Twilight Zone pinball table rated as the most highly played and voted the #1 pinball table of all time. So a great, two of the great classics. Here's something that's very dear to my own heart. It's a Taito 1979 Space Invader machine, and we go right the way through these things and bring them back. We do a full restoration. We chrome the legs, go right the way through the boards, service the monitor, remake all of the artwork on the front here, and just supply it hopefully in a better condition actually than when it was new. One of the great additions we do is chrome the legs and earth strap them to make them safe. That's actually a theme that runs right the way through our workshop on all the restorations we do. We bring everything back up to current electrical standards, so it's safe. When a lot of these things were made, they weren't earth strapped, and this is something that's very important to us. So when one touches a metal part, if the machine goes open circuit, you don't get a nasty belt. And of course these things are going into people's homes, so it's important that safety is right at the forefront of what we're trying to do and achieve here, as well as first class restorations. Going on into some of the other things we're doing here, this is a mechanism, carriage mechanism for a 1958 AMI jukebox, an American jukebox made in Michigan. That's a restoration for, again, a local client. In the last few months we've sent these jukeboxes literally all over the world. Most recently we sent one to Switzerland, and then up to the north of England, and we've sent them down to France. You name it, we've sent them there. I think our furthest client that we've actually exported a vintage jukebox to is in Australia, and we support him through FaceTime with our engineers, and there's one of our engineers down there working away. It's Mark, who works on jukeboxes and pinball tables. Mark is working on it's about 20 years old, it's the Rockola CD Bubbler. We are the UK distributor for Rockola, the last authentic American jukebox manufacturer left in the world. And we not only sell their brand new products, we also restore a lot of their old stuff as well. So this is something again that I found in the States. We've had the cabinet front polished. Mark's rebuilding all of the pilasters and bubble tubes. We've polished the metal parts, replaced some of them, and then he's going to rebuild the carriage mechanism. So he's got a couple more days work left on that, but that's one of our again, you know, full restorations, and everything that comes out of this workshop is guaranteed with a 1-year parts and labour warranty on site. So importantly, anything that comes out of here, if it's 50, 60 years old, it's always got that, you know, copper bottom guarantee, and that means our engineers will simply come out and fix it or replace parts free of charge. There's no sort of hidden extras in there. we stand by everything that we restore. Chris over there is working on an amplifier which belongs with this Seaberg 201. So he's setting that up, and Chris comes in here frequently to do a lot of our amplifier work, and again, great craftsman, top of his field. He's also been working on a 1940s Wurlitzer 1015 amplifier, and he's taken a tap off that so we can take a line out to power an external speaker. So a modification to an original amp. So all this expertise is again in this workshop, which is just superb, really, that we can offer these service to our clients. And as I say, it's taken some time to assemble all of these talents together. Over behind Mark, we've got a brand new music centre we're doing some work to, which is a Rockola product. A 1930s one-arm bandit, which is a Mills Cherry Burst. That's about it, all we've got going on today here. But in and out of this workshop, there are outside, we've got probably more than 20 jukeboxes waiting for restoration, and a similar number of pinball tables. So we're always absolutely maxed out with work. A lot of it our own, which we restore and resell, and of course we take in commissions from clients as well. So it's a big part of the business. But underpinning it, it was always my intention to have this centre of excellence, as it were, in the workshop, so we can support these old products, not just merely sell them and that's the end of it. It's an ongoing relationship between us and our clients. I'm planning on being in this game for the rest of my life, and hopefully my children will follow on as well. And the aim is to keep this going, and this workshop underpins all of that, underpins the service, and underpins the customer support. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope that's a good insight into our workshop. Thank you very much.